Welcome to the Driver Reviews channel. I'm Vicki Butler-Henderson, and today we are looking at a premium compact car, or to put that more simply, an alternative to a hot VW Golf. This is the BMW M135. It is the fourth generation of the 1 Series, and this is the all-wheel drive range topper. It costs £41,000 plus £12,000 worth of options here. Before you settle down and watch, please press like and subscribe so that you're notified each time we post something new. If you need your car to shout about its performance, then may I direct you straight to a Honda dealership for the peacock in this group, the Civic Type R. And if you would like to see a film on the latest Type R, then please click the link on the screen now. If, however, you prefer the more subtle approach, then you are in very good company. And please let us know in the comments section which you prefer, the peacock or the subtle approach. This is a new body for the 1 Series, and you might walk straight past it if it wasn't for this eye-catching £2,000 coat of frozen Portimao blue metallic paint. I think the most interesting angle is the rear, with these deep diffusers and one of the car's main talking points, the name. It's more of what's missing, actually. This used to be called the M135i, but now there is no I, and that's to stop any confusion seeping into BMW's I-badged electric cars. The solid name, M135, gives credence to a well-engineered conventional machine, which you can see when you open the boot. It's nicely trimmed in here. There's luggage space that expands from 380 litres, which is more than the Golf R and Audi S3, up to 1,200 litres with the seats folded. If you want that ski hatch, you have to pay an extra £175. There's also a useful bit of hidden storage under the floor, maybe for that gym gear you promise you'll put on one day. The little 1 number on the rear quarter panel is a sweet feature. The 4 doors make it family friendly, and the sharp edges of the door mirrors give it a hint of creativity. Plus, that kidney grille on this BMW is unusually subtle. There is something worth looking at under here though. I'm going to have to caveat things and tell you though that there's a bit less power and torque than before, and the 0 to 62 time is a bit slower than before, but behold, a 2-litre 4-cylinder engine that can out-accelerate a Porsche Cayman. Woohoo! Some excitement at last. These alloys are pretty lovely as well. They're a £600 option, and they have got the Y-spoke style design. These ones are wrapped in Goodyear Eagle F1 asymmetric 6 tyres, and they feature BMW's star marking, which means that they have been specifically developed for BMW. They've also been reviewed by hundreds of drivers on Driver Reviews, achieving an impressive rating of 4.6 out of 5 stars. The 2-litre engine has M-twin power turbo technology, to give it the full description. It's got 300 horsepower and 400 newton meters of torque, and that thrusts the car to 62 miles an hour in 4.9 seconds, which isn't as quick as its arch rivals, but it's not far off. The acceleration up to that point is crisp and strong, and there's also this extra boost function. So if I pull this left lever for 10 seconds, this car just gives me everything that it's possibly got. Or just put your foot down and those gear changes just come sooner than you'd think. Conducting the proceedings is a 7-speed dual clutch Steptronic gearbox, and it is really quick and easy to go through the gears. It has got these quick acting pedals, and all of these gear changes are accompanied by quite a fruity sound. The way even when you go up the box, it gives a little exhaust note. If you do want a bit more from your M135, you can go for the £3,000 M Dynamic package option, which gives you things like fancier wheels and a chassis setup that is better tuned to track work. As soon as you shrug off the frustrations of this thick rim, the steering itself has got a really nice feel to it. It's responsive and it's got a lovely weight to its movements that, to be honest with you, I could go on a really long slalom test and enjoy it. Now, despite having less power than before, the revised chassis, it says, more than makes up for it. And I can confirm that that is correct. It is lovely and agile. Now, this car weighs a refreshingly small 1,600 kilograms or thereabouts, which isn't quite the lightest in its class, but it does feel nippy and good on its toes. BMW's M adaptive suspension comes as standard with this car, and it gives you a great amount of grip when you turn into a corner. Then the xDrive all-wheel drive system really then tucks in and grips all the way round the corner. It's an intelligent all-wheel drive system that sends power instantly to wherever it is needed on all your four corners. I mean, this thing is as sure-footed as a mountain goat on one hoof on a precipice. And this system is a little bit more unusual to how it behaves in, say, the BMW M3, so the bigger M cars. So that means that you can't get those lovely big slides that you can get in those more powerful cars, but you know, we can still have a little dabble now and again. Just grips and grips and grips, where in another M machine you'd have a lovely sort of rear wheel slide along there, but this thing just hunkers down and it's keeping you safe and it's keeping you steady and on course. It's looking after you, which is great. But when you've got a disused airfield and a heavy right foot like I have, and a penchant for going sideways, then well, it's a whisker frustrating. When it comes to the ride, well, it is worthy of note over the bigger undulations, but when it comes to the smaller potholes, it is clear that this car was set up more for sport than for maximum support, no matter which mode you're in. But honestly, I have been in cars with much worse ride than this. Whatever car you drive, the only thing keeping you in contact with the tarmac are the tiny contact patches on the tyres. So choosing the right set of tyres is absolutely crucial, but searching for them can be stressful and confusing. If you need help in getting new tyres for your car, then go to DriverReviews.com, where you will see thousands of real-life reviews covering all the top brands, written by drivers just like you. Also, check out the winners of our latest Customer Choice Tyre Awards. As with many other BMWs, the interior is a cracking place to be. And this car is giving me sort of mini cinema vibes, because this seat here gives you some extra support for longer legs, ready for you to nestle down and look at the wide curved screen up in front. Its display is crystal clear to see, but it could be a little bit easier and a bit more sensitive to touch when you're on the move. There's all the connectivity expected, from Apple CarPlay to an app on your phone to pre-warm the cabin. There's a personal assistant feature which shows you all the local places of interest for you to visit. You can also choose what data you see right ahead of you. I have gone for a G-force meter reading just for fun. Up on the dash, I really like these coloured lines, which are the motorsport colours for BMW, and unusually it's sort of stitched into soft plastic. I also really like these light displays. There are two up the top and one big one along the middle here, and you can change the colour. What about ocean blue? The doors have been given a bit more flair too, with these prominent speakers. There's more stitching in this super soft plastic armrest, and the door bins are theatrically wide. In the centre console, the volume control is a welcome physical scroller, and it's next to the gear lever, which is much more ergonomic to use than it looks. One of the many options in here is the panoramic sunroof, which opens like a sunroof in the first half of the cabin. It closes automatically when you choose certain driving modes, silent for example, which also turns the screen purple to offer a peaceful atmosphere. That's not really my scene. I am going to go for sport, which just makes things a little bit angrier and ready for action. And news from the rear is that a 6-footer can sit behind a 6-foot driver, but spare space will be a bit limited. You do also get a wide armrest if you need it, with some cup holders and a pair of USB-C ports. This hottest 1 Series is a few £1,000s cheaper than a Golf R, and you might prefer those classic VW looks, but this BMW, what it offers in abundance is unflappable all-wheel drive antics with the looks and the manners of a school prefect. Thank you so much for watching Driver Reviews today. Please let us know your thoughts about the BMW, and please press like and subscribe so that you're notified each time we post something new.